interviews and even a tad bit more later with the videos. But stop right there. I just dropped a new video. Y'all go tap in before I put some, before I have a box full of cats at y'all house. But yeah, I just dropped a new video like what the other day. So yeah, I'm getting that some traction right now. But I know I have been a little lazy with the interviews because it's been a little hectic and whatnot. But hey, I'm recovering from that laziness. Now I have two artists to interview today. Two, not one, but two. The first one, his name is Dollmaker. Now that one right there, I'm gonna have to tell him about himself. This motherfucker sent Withered Bunny at my house, and I don't appreciate that, bro. I really don't. I had to nerf him. I had to nerf Freddy. I had to nerf Chica. I had to nerf Toy Bonnie. I had to slay them all. I had to nerf Toy Chica. I had to nerf Toy Freddy. I had to punk kick Balloon Boy though. I ain't gonna lie. I had to punk kick him. Mangle on the other hand, I had to dissect her. I had to break that down because ain't no way in hell you finna bite me and I lose a frontal lobe because of you. Not doing that, man. Not doing it. Yes, the one and only. I am here. I had to come back because I was slacking a little bit in the interview section. I was slacking a little bit, but here I am in the flesh, and blood, and teeth, and all that other other jazz. But I'm interviewing an artist I met on Instagram. His name is Dollmaker. Yes, you heard me right. Dollmaker, like toy maker, only worse. It it's worse. A doll maker. It's kind of the same thing because dolls and toys, but it's different. But at the same time, it's a little different. But I'm interviewing him today. Not only him, but I got another artist I got to interview today. I got another one I got to interview. But I will. But my new video it's about my ones that I got from eBay. Maybe I should start doing those more. I should start doing a little bit of those. I'm still in the experimenting stage of when it comes to YouTube and whatnot, like finding my niche. And I and I'm still dabbling a little bit. I'm still dabbling and whatnot. I'm still doing that. I'm dabbling, and I'm like, what should I do? I done seen plenty of people do this, like they do, like break down their kicks and whatnot, and how they got them. So I said, why not give it a try? But it's doing good so far. The video is doing good. If only I can get it up to 100 views and whatnot, and the rest is history. So if y'all haven't, go look at that video. You go look at that video. I'm gonna come in your house and break your TV. I'm gonna break your TV with a baseball bat. But I will be dropping more and more, like being consistent. I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna drop more videos and whatnot. But I also am growing my audience on TikTok, Twitch, Kick. I'm getting into the little streaming world and whatnot. And Discord. I also have Discord, even though the link is up. It's fucked up right now. But I have those socials right there. I haven't really been getting into Kick too much. I haven't I haven't been getting the kick like that. But Twitch, I'm over here. So it so that goes without saying. But I'm waiting on the guests to come through. I'm waiting on the guests to come through and whatnot. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the guests to come through and whatnot. Usually they come through when I get off the phone. So if I look back up like a good 2, 3 times, I'm a I'll eventually see. But more content will be on the way. I might start streaming when I get like a decent amount of viewers, like a decent amount of followers, and I'm not trying to hold back no content at all. 'Cause really somebody told me don't hold back content because that'll like slow you down. I'm taking that advice from my homegirl Shar. She told me that. So I'm gonna do exactly that because I don't wanna, slow myself down or none of that because that on my end, to be honest, is stupid because why you holding back content? Gatekeeping ass nigga. Like that is crazy. Oh, oh. And as for GBG Chris, I'ma laugh at him. I'm a real life laugh at him because ain't no way in hell you mad over $5. I said I was gonna let it go. I said I was gonna let it go. But something tells me he want conflict with me over $5 funky ass. Who gonna do that? That's broke nigga tendencies. Real fucking broke out here. But I'ma leave that alone because I moved past that. I moved past that. He has. I have. I'm being the mature person and letting that go because it ain't no good for me to go back and forth with the person. So I said, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not going back and forth because it's stupid. It's not only stupid. Stupid ain't the word for this. It's trivial. Nah, that ain't the word for that either. That ain't the word for that either. It's ignorant. It's real ignorant to beef over $5, man. What kind of Boondocks episode is this? Like that sound like a real life episode of the Boondock, bro. Like two people getting to fight and starting beefs and shit over $5 fucking, bro. That's some real Boondocks ass shit. And I'm not saying that to have sour grapes. I'm just stating facts. Like if y'all seen that episode of the Boondocks where they had a nigga moment, then you know what I'm talking about. This is exactly what it is. It's a nigga moment. Not over shoes though. It's just over $5. Damn, if you that mad over $5, like, are you kidding? Are you shitting, dog? Like, are you shitting me? Over $5 fucking, bro? You getting mad over $5 fucking? Tell me that ain't down bad. If you can't say that ain't down bad, I don't know what the fuck is, because you get mad over $5 and I sent it back to you. That's stupid as hell. He better shut the hell up and stop and lay off them damn pills or whatever the fuck he doing. He need to leave them damn pills alone. He need to leave them damn pills alone, because them hoes are clearly frying them. But enough of that. Enough. Just enough of that. I said my piece, and I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm gonna keep it that way. Because I'm not finna do all that. I'm not finna do all that. No, no, not not doing that. Because it's retarded. Excuse my language, but it's retarded, bro. It's feeble. It's feeble minded. It's it's feeble minded. It's feeble minded as hell to be over five fucking. Like, I understand if you ain't got it. I understand, because $5. If you don't got $5, you better go out there and get it. But as so far as like owing somebody, pay them back. It don't matter what day you do, just as long as you do. It's just as long as you pay that person back, good. But because it's stupid to beef with somebody over $5, bro, and I sent it back to you. That's stupid as hell. You might as well just get mad at everybody that owed you $5 that didn't pay you back, because I sent that money back to you, goofy. Now get straight and lay off them fucking pills, Chris. I'm talking about you. Lay off them fucking pills. Lay off the fucking drink. Whatever you do, just lay off of it. Lay off them pills, man. Because it's insane to me that you get mad over $5 fucking, bro. I no, no, I am not doing that. No, that is dead ass retarded, bro. Like, that is dead ass retarded. Because why are you beefing over something so trivial, what is more to life than just $5 fucking, bro? $5 funky ass you can get from your mama or your daddy or anything like of that nature. But no, you wanna bitch complain about $5 fucking and say I scammed you. Get your broke musty dodgeball smelling ass on somewhere. Your baseball glove smelling ass back. Man, get mad over five. What grown ass man get mad over $5 if it's sent back to you? Like, it should be dead. That beef should be dead, because I really sent you back your $5. Now, I could have been a dirty motherfucker and ran off with it. I could have been a dirty motherfucker, but I said, no, let me stop. Let me not be like that, because he probably, that's probably his last, and I don't want to do that to him. But you can't you can't be nice to everybody. Now, again, I would have been a dirty motherfucker. I would have been dirty as hell if I ran off with your $5. But like I said, I'm gonna send it back to him. cause that's probably his last. What motherfucker get mad at the fact that the $5 can't be sent to your to Cash App? I got my Cash App set up to where I can't send anybody I don't know. And if I send to somebody I don't know, it's gonna send that money straight back to me, so I can send it back to you. So let's start there. It's official, everybody. GBG Chris is mad over $5 I sent back to him. Like, that's some real junk ass shit, if you ask me. Are you a junkie, sir? Are you a junkie, sir? If so, please seek help. Please do. Because you probably did that little $5 to get whatever the fuck you was gonna get. Here go the guest. Here go the guest, y'all. Let's get started. Enough of me.
Is, bro.
Let me tell you something. I can't hear you.
Can't hear me.
No, I cannot.
Uh-oh.
I can't hear you.
I'm on my dying phone right now. Just got home.
Yeah, but I can. Welcome to the show. Tell them your name and where you from.
Yes, sir. My name is the Dollmaker 787, and I'm from Georgia. Not saying where though.
And what made you get into being a producer?
Well, it was back in 2019, long ass time ago. My homie, he goes by the name Pride by Stage. That's my brother right there. He told me about FL Studio, and I was like, okay. I was like, what you doing there? He was like, you make beats. Me and him are very, very in tune with music. I've been in tune with music. I feel like about not even knowing it, probably like my whole childhood. So when I found out I could make music, that there was a way for me to do that from my computer, I was like, "Yep, sign me up." And then ever since 2019, I just been making beats, making beats, making beats.
And with you making beats, like what made you get into horrorcore? Like,
Shit, goddamn, too many to name, bruh. Like you got Space Ghost Perk, Tyler the Creator, 3 6 Mafia, motherfucking Children of the Corn, Project Pat, Eminem, all that type of stuff. That not just for the shock value, but what they talked about. It just pulled me in, especially in the Memphis scene. The Memphis scene, the old school Memphis scene, is the blueprint for a lot of things. And I would say like that's like my biggest one of my biggest inspirations. That really brought me into the horrorcore scene because I didn't even know, like when I was growing up, I didn't even know there was a sound like that. And damn near all my time I'm making music, I was trying to find that sound. It was in the old school records the whole time.
now I see that you are a FNAF fan. Like, what got you into Five Nights at Freddy's? And also, where the bunny is at my fucking door again. I'm gonna have to get his ass out of here. I'm gonna end up nerfing his ass, man. I'm getting tired of him, bro. Where the bunny needs to go.
It's all good. I'm gonna tell him to leave you alone. I'm gonna tell you to leave him alone. Shit.
Yeah, I'm a damn dope step every night. I'm gonna have to end up. I'm gonna have to end up doing them dirty. I'm gonna put them in the dumpster.
Oh shit, man. Hey,
But
shit,
what made you get into FNAF? Like, what made you get into it?
man. 2014. When you growing up with it, bro. When you growing up with like watching horror movies, playing horror games, and being fascinated with shit like that, that was already a struck for me. But then, but when I was watching people play FNAF and then starting to play it myself over the years, I was like, oh shit, I don't know why. It just became my ultimate favorite for real. I love Chuck E. Cheese. So Chuck E. Cheese plus, horror, I was all for it. And over the years, I would say like when I started making music, I knew a person by the name of Window. This is his whole name. It may sound a little crazy, but this is his whole name. I hope he doing okay. Shout out to him if he doing all right. Windows 2000 forever. He was part of a collective I had for a minute, and me and him was big on the FNAF shit. So we made it like our whole theme for real. Had like the sounds and shit. I still got sound effects and a whole folder and shit. I be putting on my beats and shit, my mixes and shit. Just it's just my theme. That's just my thing for real. That's like my aesthetic. So when you think FNAF, you'll think Dollmaker. You feel me?
And do you have a favorite character out of the FNAF bunch?
Oh, I got too many. Oh, I got too many. Too many. Uh, let's see here. Golden Freddy is one of them. The Puppet, like Withered Freddy, like Nightmare Freddy, Nightmare Bonnie, Withered Bonnie, all that shit. Shit. Honestly, I love them all. I love every game.
And like, all right, so as far as that goes, what made you come up with the name Dollmaker?
Now, that's a good one. That's a good one. Now, there's a lot of this shit. It was one night I was thinking, I was like, what's gonna be my name with this shit? What's gonna be my name? I'm not gonna do my real name for real. I was like, I want like some type of stage name or something. What's something that can stand out, but what's something that says me for real? So one night I dreamt it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the doll maker. And the whole thing with that is like I'm the doll maker, and these beats I got is my dolls. I make them move in any way I want to, make them sound any way I want to. That shit. And also I sew, so I guess that can pertain to that too. I guess
And how long have you been producing for?
ever since 2019, ever since 2019, I've been gradually trying to evolve and improve and connect with more people. Ever since, I feel like my biggest takeoff was probably in 2020. I had a moment. It was a moment of depression I had around in 2019 that made me stop making beats for a second. But then I don't know if it was God or what, but like one morning I woke up and I said, "Bruh, I need to do this. This is gonna make me happy. This is a gift that I need to find." And then ever since 2020, after all the pandemic, all that shit, it was just nothing but motivation. So I was like, I need to get on this shit. I need to grind. I need to find new sounds. I need to experiment. I need to keep going. I need to go harder than hard. I had my homeboy Pride by Stage. He like showing me like what this does, what this mean, and everything. I'm like, okay. So I took that. I started watching YouTube videos. I ain't just come up with this shit overnight. It was a lot of self teaching and everything, and a lot of like listening and learning from other folks. So ever since 2020, I would say that perfect takeoff for me right there came in 2022.
29, 2019. Man, that was a good little year as so far as music wise. But in 2019, did you ever think about, like, before you started producing, were there anything else that you had in mind besides producing, like rapping or creating content? At that time, it was still rising up and whatnot. So, were you thinking about becoming a content creator or a rapper before you started? Before you said, "I'm just gonna start producing," and that's it.
No, not really. My biggest thing, I was like, I just want to start off with beats for real. I was like, I just want to go full into producing. But as I went on, I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna start rapping just because. I was like, I think I'm gonna just like rap on the side for real and do that. So I was like kind of having it in like both the same space as my producing, but then I kind of just like made that into like an off branch. So I made a second channel that has all my songs and shit on there because I didn't want that to conflict with my beat making for real. I feel like making the songs is more of a more therapeutic thing and just me being like, damn, this beat, I really like this beat, I want to rap on it and to connect with other rappers if they, if they want me to rap on some shit or if I want to rap with them. I got a song about to come out soon now. I just that's just pure fun for real. The song making is just pure fun, but beats is where the professional grind goes into.
But man, what's next? Are the what are in your point of view? In your point of view, what are the ups and downs of being a producer?
I would say starting off just to get the negative out the way with with the downs, you feel obligated to a lot for real, like projects you slept on. Like you feel like, damn, am I ever gonna finish that? I need to finish that. You wake up, you up middle of the night trying to get that beat just right. You trying to sample some shit. You trying to really put your soul onto something, and then you get frustrated when it don't come out the way you want. But you either gotta settle or scrap the whole idea. I feel like, yeah, I would say like one of the downs is like your creative process being tried, like really challenged to the point where you like, damn, I don't even feel like making beats today because I just don't want to feel that. But the ups about it though, when you do finish them projects or when you move on to something else or turn something that you didn't think it was going, when something comes out in a different way, but a better way than how you been had it, it's like euphoria. You on cloud nine because you creating something and you look at that and you like, damn, I made that. You listening to it over and over and over. I've sat there, I've listened to some beats, I'm just listening to it over and over. I'm like, damn, I can't believe I made this. Not even on no egotistical nonsense. I'm just like, wow, I cannot believe that I created this piece of music. And it sounds good.
And so far as that, are you looking to collaborate with anybody that's in the underground scene?
Yes. Mostly with people who don't have a name yet. People who are in the same position as me, grinding, trying to pull up on that bar that's hard to get up on. I'm trying to collab with people. You ain't gotta have the same sound as me. You ain't gotta do all the same shit as me. But like, you want to go somewhere, you want to do something. I'm down for that. I'm right now looking for placements and everything, trying to connect with different people, different producers and rappers, and any content creators, anything that just need music for real. I'm right there. I'm right there. That's the people I want to collab with the most. Now, don't get me wrong. I do want to collab with Laser Dim. I do want to collab with Slime Cedo. You know, any of them like names that's like got a little buzz in the underground that's looking for some, producer placements, of course. But I'll never stop thinking about the underdogs, the people who struggling to get somewhere with that.
All right. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
To be honest, in a fantasy way of speaking, I pray that in 5 years, I see myself with a good following. I see people like appreciating like my art, just looking at my art. I don't want none of that like power shit that them people want and everything. I just want recognition. I want people to see what I've created, and I want their opinions on it. I want them to ask me, "Hey, are you gonna make more?" Or tell me like, "Okay, don't make this again, but I like what you made the last time." Shit like that, and could be successful within selling beats as well. That's where I see myself in 5 years, fantasy wise. But other than that, the future is a mystery.
And do you and have you tapped in with the new like with the new people of underground? Like I would say, for example, um, I don't know, I don't know. Let me see. I got to one, but as so far as that goes, will you tune in with the new people, with the people from this year's underground? Well, not this year's, but any underground artists in general. Like, have you tuned in with their music? Because from I've been seeing a lot of people like underground music artists wise saying they need more like recognition in their favor because they getting the support they want or need because people have been, egomaniacal to not show them love even though they're doing the same thing. So have you tapped in with any new underground artists?
Yes. I've tapped in with a couple of I've tapped in with a couple, but they I don't know if they're like known yet in other genres, except for like the ones that they've created. So far off the top of my head, I've collabed with this dude named Acid Soldier. He's like already up there now. I don't even know if he like remembers like doing a song with me and my homeboy when I had that collective, but I've produced for Acid Soldier, me and my homeboy Pride by Stage. We did that. I've produced for this one dude. His name was K9LISE. Um, I produced for him. He had gotten a beat off me a while ago. Um, I've mostly I've mostly produced for like I would say people who are still in that climbing stage. But not anybody like Red Glock or Glock 40 or some other dude named Rocket. Like I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I feel like I'm on my way. Oh, and another person I've recently collabed with my boy Stage is one dude named D Boogie. He just had me on one of his projects. Real happy about that, and he should have a single coming out too that I produced. So, and my boy DSP John. That's another person that I want everybody to flock to too. DSP John. That's my homie.
Now, like uh, as far as that goes, what do you think about the people that have egomaniacal mentality? Like, do you think they should be around any artist to work with, or they should be left in the dust because nobody likes an egomaniacal person?
I feel like I don't think they should be left in the dust per se. Um, because I feel like everyone needs a like. There's a reason why you feel like that. There's always a reason. Like you must feel like that. Maybe like you need this power. You know what I'm saying? Like the ego, like what you said, the ego maniacal, like thinking you must you must get some type of power trip off of this that makes you happy. I would say to that person, find a different thing that makes you happy, or I don't know, put that power trip into something else. Don't put other people through that. Like I've seen artists where like they don't want to credit the producer, or they putting the producer down or another rapper down for like nothing, and it's like, bro, like we all in this to eat. There's no reason to take so much food off the table when we all sharing it. There's enough food for everybody here. There's no need to be greedy. There shouldn't be no such thing as greed, or you know what I'm saying, or ego. It should be like a helping hand for everyone. So I would say with people like that, don't leave them in the dust, but like show them that it ain't it ain't worth to be a crab in the bucket.
Now, comparing sounds to the underground, would you prefer the 2016 what a 2016 underground or this year's underground scene? Like because some people say they want the underground from 2016, and some people like this year's underground scene. So, in your honest opinion, which one you think is better?
Well, that's a good question because I mean, I like things from both of them. Like X, I was a big X fan, still is. Never gonna not be a big X fan. Um, that when Cardi dropped that, when Playboy Cardi, I rocked with Playboy Cardi back in the day when he had that darker sound. That when if anybody know what I'm talking about, he had a mixtape called In Abundance. That is probably his greatest work. I don't really rock with his rage shit and everything. OG Mako started the rage thing. That was back in 2016 Underground. That shit. I rock with a lot of the 2016 Underground. Ski Mask Slump God, OG Mako, Space Ghost Perk, Black Cray. You know what I'm saying? You know, Juice World, all them folks. I wasn't too big of a Juice World fan, but you know, all them folks, yeah, you know, I rock with that. But at the same time, we gotta upgrade. Music has to upgrade. And I ain't talking using AI. I'm talking like there's got to be new sounds. We can't be stuck with one sound forever. Something's got to evolve. Something's got to make new things. We got to branch off, create different genres. It's got to happen. If not, I personally feel like that if we don't allow it to evolve, it will die. It has to eat to live.
Now I've been seeing the underground scene, and they have a lot of talent to offer compared to the mainstream. Now the mainstream have been getting inspired by the underground music and style wise. So how do you feel about the mainstream artists like working with the underground artists?
Well, I feel like mainstream working with the underground artists is great because I feel like for the longest time, mainstream has done nothing but take and then never give back. I feel like that's the biggest thing. Like, you'll clearly see these people inspired by someone that's underneath them, but they give no love. They give absolutely no love to where their inspiration came from, and I hate that. So for the mainstream to be working more with the underground and like lifting them up and giving them that spotlight and everything, and also like paying homage to inspirations and before like in past times and everything, I feel like that's beautiful. That's what we need to do. But all that like, oh, I did this and only I did that. Come on, bro. You know damn well you was inspired by that same person. Don't try and act like you weren't. You know what I'm saying?
Now, as far as the underground scene, do you think art, underground artists need to sign a record deal early or stay in independent scene for a few years, then build work their way up?
Stay independent. I would say stay independent because a lot of these record deals I've seen have been like, you go through this little honeymoon phase with them and you like, okay, I just signed, I'm good, I'm on, I'm put on, depending on what record deal you get, I'm put on and now I'm finna get paid more, my name finna be put out there more, but then if you got that type of record deal where they real gatekeeping and they want you to do some things by like their way and only their way, then your creativity is gonna like diminish. You're gonna be held back so much. So I feel like being independent, you take your time, you invent your style, you invent your sound, you put yourself out there, and then the right people who's gonna help you elevate. If you don't already elevate yourself, it's gonna come through better than just right off rip. You sign a deal, now you stuck if you didn't got with the wrong deal.
Now, let's see, let's see. As far as being a producer goes, being a producer,
Mhm.
what are the what are the basics of being a producer? What are the basics?
Basics of being a producer. Um, well, I guess basics is you have to have a some sort of connection with music. You gotta have a connection with music. Like, I'm not saying you gotta have like some super mutant ability, but like if you don't already listen to enough music, listen to some more. Like listen to some more music that you like to listen to, and then try and replicate it. And don't worry about replicating it the same exact way that your artist did it. Just replicate it. I feel like that's the the biggest basics you have to have is the love for the game. You gotta have the love for the sound, for the notes, for all that, and the drive to be like, okay, I can take 1 hour out my day to try this, to try and make this. So,
And so far as criticism goes, as as criticism, constructive, well, not constructive, but regular criticism.
mhm.
I know you have to have tough skin to be a producer, either be a producer, content creator, influencer, or a small business owner. Now, criticism, how do you feel about like criticism wise? Not constructive criticism, but hating criticism. What do you do about that? Like, do you block block out all the negative energy and keep on pushing, or you feed into that and have yourself a mental breakdown?
Nah, man, I laugh at it. I laugh at it and I keep it pushing. Like all your hate is gonna do to me is just make me want to work harder. That's the whole thing. All that hate, if anybody out there like hate me for whatever reason or whatever, all that hate that you got, I'm not even gonna pay it no mind, but I'm gonna recognize it and I'm gonna turn it into work ethic. Obviously, you hate me for some reason, so either the more I work, you either gonna love me or you gonna hate me more. Either way, I benefit and I grow.
and constructive criticism. Now, constructive criticism tells you what what you need to improve on. Do you take constructive criticism well, or do you look at it like as he or she just hating because I'm doing something?
Nah, I never any constructive criticism that was given to me, I never looked at it as like, oh, this person hating on me. No. Um, Sometimes I would like softly disagree with some people because I'm like, okay, well, this needs to sound this way because of the aesthetic. But other than that, nah, I take constructive criticism and I try to work with it. I'm like, okay, you said my, let's say, like 808's too loud and hi hats are too quiet. Okay, thank you. I'm glad you said that. So I'm gonna work on that and I'm gonna make a beat that has louder hi hats but a softer 808. Yeah, and I try to like hear from people who got different sounds that ain't my sound. So I can understand a little bit about them and everything. So yeah, no, constructive criticism is always welcome over here. Always. That's how we improve.
Now, and as far as that goes, do you have any mainstream artists you want to collab with in the future?
Oh boy, if I could pick a mainstream artist to collab with, I would say if it ain't, I'm just spitballing here. If it ain't Gucci Mane, it's got to be somebody from 3 6, so like DJ Paul or Juicy or Project Pat, something like that. It's got to be one of them. But if it ain't, and if I never get to do that, I'm fine with that.
Now, what about working with people in collective group chats? Like, how do you like in general? How do you feel about collective group chats when it's dealing with music or content?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I get to see like minds talk together and people laugh together and make music together. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm in like four right now. I'm in four. That helps get your name out. That helps build, trust. That helps build you a little community you got, and it opens up connections and different sounds you never heard of before.
All right. So as far as that goes, like, do you have any more statements or questions for in the interview?
Yeah. I would say to anybody out there wanting to make music, making music, or you thinking about quitting or whatever you want to do with music for real, or just anything in general, it ain't gotta be music. Do it your own way. Do it your own way. Love yourself while you do it. And remember that ain't nobody else gonna make it except for you. Ain't nobody else gonna put that pencil down on that paper. Ain't nobody else gonna put them hands on that keyboard. It's all you, and you should be proud of what you make and what you gonna make in future. And don't let hate stop you.
But do you have any projects that's about to be released that you want to give them a little preview of, like a little snippet?
Shit. You know what? Hold on. Let's see here. I got a beat. I got a beat coming out real soon. I got lots of beats lined up for real, actually, that I need to drop throughout this next week. So I'm gonna give like a quick snippet of one that I got so far. Gotta go and look for it real quick. Let's see. I think I probably put
Ready to
this.
pair.
Let's see here. I probably put this on my story already, but it don't matter. Let's see here. March. Think. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. 1 second. I'll connect this shit to my speaker.
Connected.
There we go. This is a new Memphis beat I got coming out real soon. There's this little snippet, and I got more to come. Lots more. Jerk beats plug, all of it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's all the time we have for today. With Dollmaker. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for being on the interview.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. Alright. Let's see here. Take it easy, bro.
So it's on the left hand side
Let me see. Oh,
corner.
there it is. All right. Catch you later.
Now, everybody, that was an interesting interview. Now, I got plans for y'all, though. My audience, I got plans for everybody. If y'all give me the 1K, I got a little surprise for y'all. 1K subs, and I'll drop video. It's a video, y'all. So that's my surprise. So that's my surprise for y'all. But y'all don't know what video yet. So stay tuned with me. But this is the Rebel Star signing out. I hope y'all have a fantastic day. And please don't drink and drive. Stay safe. Thank